Welcome to the city of Waterside. Now, the city's growing, and I thought I'd start with a panoramic view because in the end of the last part we managed to unlock the Gherkin. It's not as spectacular as I was hoping it would be. I mean, maybe if I come around this side, oh yeah, that looks a bit better. It's not particularly that well illuminated, but the city's growing and building, and I thought, well, this part maybe we need to start moving on to something new concept, and what I want to do is concentrate on this area and to effectively building a kind of a town or suburb up here, almost standalone. I'm kind of thinking maybe another one out here is like having orbital towns. They may grow into each other, an urban sprawl eventually. So what the main part of this is going to be something I've really done for some time, which is a bit of road building and chops and changes. So needless to say, there will be some time lapse in this. So what I'm going to do is pause the game because I'm going to need the daylight for that. And the first thing we're going to do is I need to clear up this space here to I don't want the railway coming through, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to put the railway underground. And I have had a go at this as a practice, guys, I'm going to be honest. And because originally I was going to do this off camera, but as preparation for laying out the new road system. But something actually cropped up and I thought, well, this is going to be worth showing, in the sense that, so we'll just clear this out here. So what we're going to do is just come down here, we're going to get some rail tracks in, and probably the easiest way for me to demonstrate it is if I come in here and go down underground, pick this rail track up here, I just want to bring it out a bit straight to start with, and then we're going to go a little bit artistic on it. And just come up here, and we're just going to come up and connect into there. Now I will do this, and we're going to go down like this, and what I'm going to do is come up here, and it probably won't do it now. No, it's not going to do it. No, that's done it. See what's happened? Because this land is sloping, it's actually created a depression in the ground. So what I've actually got to do is come out here, and I'm gonna have to redo this again now. I think it's quite fascinating actually. So what I've actually got to do, and it's going to be useful to do it anyway, so we're going to go there, here, pick up the railway here, and what we're actually going to do is go down another level. We're going to come in here, we're going to go down a level, and take this across here, which means we have to come up here, and then we have to come up a level, like that. What will actually happen now is, and again I'm going to have to trim this back. And then we're going to cook up there, and we're going to go down a level, and just kind of try and hook in there. And you can see this time this has not actually broken the surface, because the actual oh, it's done it that time. That's because it's linked back that way, which is going to be a bit of a pain. So what we're going to have to do is there, go down again, and what we're probably going to have to do is try and do a tighter link here. Yeah, and this time it's actually done it because it's 2 levels down. I'm just going to start the game to get rid of the trains. And so that actually kind of opens up this whole area for development. We might push that back out a little bit, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use standard junctions here, and what I'm thinking of is kind of rotating this a little bit and putting that maybe back a little bit. There, what I want is a major junction just on here, and this is going to kind of come out and connect to there, or maybe there, and then this is going to feed up to there. So maybe we'll come out here and up there. This will feed back into this area, and the next step we're going to do is actually take out this whole section of highway here, and we're just going to rotate this a smidge, and that's not actually going to let me, so sometimes it pays just to shorten back one of them, and this should drop in a little bit like that. Oops, no, bit of a steady hand, and that should connect in here, and going to connect up that, and just going to go a bit freestyle on this one. What I'm going to do now is just kind of, actually yeah, let's just keep that and kind of curve here and kind of just come up this way. Actually coming along quite nicely actually. It's gonna come in like that. You can see this area here is now joined up, and what I'm actually going to do is kind of, guessed it, we can have a little bit of a roundabout here, probably quite a nice big one I think. We'll go about, because this would be like a main interchange for the new town. So you can say effectively I'm starting a new map up in this area. Just kind of join this up like this. And we're just going to upgrade that to a highway. So, well, it's nice. I must admit, it's really nice to be able to be doing something a bit different from. I know it's probably been pretty tedious to watch. Not besides the fact doing it, because when you're just building and growing a city. I mean, it's interesting to do, but don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm finding it really interesting to do it, but at the same time, it's been a little bit, how can you say, tedious. You know, just building up the area there. I think what we're going to do to start with, I mean, I don't want this to be mechanical, so I think what we'll do is we'll just use a come off here, kind of, I'm breaking the power lines which I will have to connect, and I think we can just come in like a bit like that, and because I want to connect to the dam, because the other thing I want to do, which I'm going to do straight away actually, is over here I want to kind of bring a road out like that, and then what we're going to do is in here, it's got to be in here somewhere. Yep, there we are. We're going to drop the observatory on, so we'll just do that, and then of course we're going to have to connect up the power. and we're going to have to lay in water, which is going to be a bit tricky. So what I'm going to have to do is come out here, usual 440, and we're just going to kind of come up here, because this would be the, you can say the link to the, then we're, hopefully this is going to work. This can come up 440. Oh well. Sorry, this is a bit of a dog skin there, guys, but wow, this looks not that bad. So just going to unpause the game for a couple of minutes. Just oops, need to check the power lines because I've broken them. So although I don't think we're that dependent on. Just going to let it run for a little while. So you can see we've now got a connection up here. Got the observatory. I wanted the observatory out here, looking good, and that also means we've actually unlocked this. Where is it? Nope, this thing here, which costs 8,000 a week. This is the fusion power plant. And I think if you actually compare that with this, which is the same price, that produces 640, but I'm not going to deploy that just yet because I want to sort out the overall power on that. I might kind of work that out over time. So you can see we've got plenty of power anyway. So you can see the city's kind of growing here, and we've now got a link there, and eventually we'll have the urban area here. We'll get a little bit of industry growing there. Well, I will do just while this is just running, and I'm going to pause. Well, I'm going to pause the game briefly, and I think we're just filling this another one of these areas here, just to get this area growing. Of course, we've got some space here for a little bit of commercial, so we can drop some commercial in here. Yeah, I've got to do a little bit every part, so even if I don't do that much, so we can just keep, and maybe we're just put in that area there, and now we're going to go back up to finish the next part of the road here. Next part I want to work on is just here. I'm not happy with this, so we're going to go down again, and you can see it's a bit of a mess. And what I'm actually going to do is take out this area here and trim this back. And like to. This will work. Nope, it's not going to work, so what I'm going to have to do is come out like that, and no, it's not going to do it. Okay. So we're just going to have to come back that. We'll just have to approach it from a different point of view, and just going to come up like that. Then what we're going to do is come up here, we're going to just bring the road up, go down again, and do the same on this side. Hopefully it's going to look pretty good down, and just reverse that. We've now got this junction up here, and what we're going to be aiming for is what's the best way to come? I think maybe if we come up here, come up, get a curve here, and just maybe we'll come out here. Oh, don't want that. Actually, let's trim it back to here. I think we'll go 3 style. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, only the Romans built dead straight roads. If you want to look at some of the roads in this country, in the UK, if you're not aware where I live, some of the roads we have in this country would make a spaghetti bowl look out of place, and that, I think that will do there. And what we're going to do now is I can let the game run, I think, now while I do the connections here. And what we're going to do is try and bring this out and just bring that in here like that, and we'll see if we can smidge you in like that, and that will create a link there. So you can see we get a feel for this area here, and as I say, this will be the filter road, and I think I've cut the power off here. So, but we've probably got the residents complaining we've got no power, but we've got plenty of ancillary power anyway. So we've now got this built up here, and we will start zoning this area in eventually over time. I probably would we'll put a junction like this, a minor junction in here to allow access to this residential area. This eventually will come here. If I show the resources, we've got, oops, nope, that's not resources. You can see we've got some ore there, some oil there, so got potential, so we can probably have a residential area here. Actually, let's mark it up while I'm talking about it. What we'll probably have is a residential area in here with some commercial, and then we'll have an industrial area up here probably, starting off as ore, maybe a commercial area here, and then that will be a kind of a suburb of the city of Waterside. So that's the idea. I think, keep thinking about this power station and where to put it. Let's have a look at this. Fusion power station. Well, the footprint's not that big, so maybe we can, let's just come here. Let's come out straight. Just come out like that, and like that, and we can drop this in. Probably, can we get that in here? No, maybe we just put it on this corner like that, and that will connect up this area here. Of course, that will send the power off the edge. So I think we can shut down the fusion power reactors for the moment. We're going to leave them there just in case we need them. Just check the. Yep, we've got a power connection there. We've got no water, so we better give him some water. So I think there should be buried in here somewhere should be a coal-fired power station, if I can find it. Or is it over here? Sure, there's a coal-fired power station in here somewhere. Is that a coal-fired power station? No. So we're generating a phenomenal amount of power at the moment, but Starbanks. I will find it, don't worry guys. I will find it eventually. But we've now got, I think that looks pretty cool actually. The little fusion power here. And this will drive the city. And we've got a little bit of industry here, so why not? I think the city deserves it. Can just drop a little bit of industry in this area here. As I say, I will develop this area up. Probably do a bit off camera, just to fill the area. And it's getting dark, which makes it a little bit difficult. And I think what we can do is drop some office space in down here. Maybe put a bit more office space along here, because we've got to keep growing the office space as well. But I won't take it up to there. I'll just fill this area in here. As we go into the darkness. A little bit there. It makes it quite difficult to build once we've filled this area in. But I think we can just look at the city, I think, and just admire it. As I say, one of the disappointing things is if that's quite nice actually, the sun setting and the lights coming on. What do you think, guys? The sun sets on the city of Waterside. I think that's quite an impressive skyline actually. Hear it growing and flowing. And actually let's go up. Where is it? So that's the power. Wind turbines, that's the boat. Sorry, I've got a bit lost in the dark. And that's the airport. So that must be it up here. Observing the night sky. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Oh. Yeah, I really like that. So we're just going to come back in. Got a little bit of demand for residential, and we got some space up here for residential, so I think maybe we can just come out here, because we haven't worked on this area for a little while either. So I think we can come out here and you come across to here and split this area up here, and we can drop a little bit of high density in here, maybe 2 lots to fill this area in. So the city's growing. See, we've got 130,000, although it's shrinking a little bit at the moment. Got a nice income coming in. Coleridge Heights. Okay, so you just have I think before I go, just one more quick run through, just see how things are going. Education's falling a bit. Gonna need to work on that. Maybe we'll drop another primary school in here. Maybe we're just on this edge here. There. Secondary's not too bad. University. Let's get a university in actually. No. Maybe we're. No, actually, can we put a university? Where can we put a university? Somewhere where it's actually, let's come down like that. And come across like that. And I think we can drop a university maybe just in there like that. That will have a nice positive impact on the city. Yep, that's lit things up. Because I mean, it may seem a bit overkill because there's massive demand, but we do have this up here. Where is it? Nope, 600 buildings. There's one of somewhere in here. There's something that I have to build a university for. You can see we've completed this one, completed this one, completed this one. That's it here, Grand Library. We need 7 universities. And I think to deliver that, bearing in mind that we've only got 4 universities and plenty of capacity, and we're already over halfway to the city, I think we're going to have to provide massive university cover for the city. So maybe we'll have one here, maybe over here. We'll drop a second one, another one in here. I mean, we've got plenty of cash coming in, so I don't think we need to worry. We've got a little bit of Coleridge Heights now, needs some commercial, so I think we can drop some commercial in here just to get this, keep the city growing through this period here. But what I will do is off camera, I think I'm starting to ramble, and we're coming up to the half hour, and it actually went a lot better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest, guys. I was expecting to do a lot of time lapse on this, but the road's actually dropped in quite nicely. I think what we're going to do is I will lay out the main road pattern here off camera, or no, maybe I'll do it next time. In the next part we can connect this road through to here, so we got another connection there. Maybe we'll put a small roundabout in there, and we'll start laying the foundations of our new town up here as the time goes. So I think that was that there. Oh, it's the Posh Mile. I wonder what that was at first. I think if you don't look round the city from time to time, it actually does. We've got still got a problem here with people trying to get employees. So I think we're going to have to keep pushing out the residential issue here. Maybe we'll put some more residential in up here actually, just to keep the density going. As the sun rises, I think as the sun rises over Waterside, I think that will be the time to do it. Oh, it looks like we've emptied, so maybe we can switch this one back on now. Tell it to stop emptying. Maybe we can demolish that one. And we can just put crematorium in there. Have some nice positive effect. Anything else here that needs a little bit of work? Right, do it. TLC. Nah, I think we're there, guys. Actually, let's just have a quick check here, because I think, yeah, we've got a crematorium each side. Maybe we're drop a sauna in on that corner, just to make everyone feel better. And you can see as the sun comes up on the city of Waterside, and as I say, what we're going to try and do now is move the focus up to Foggy Heights. Maybe put some public transport through, expand the transit system, start to get some residents in here or up here. I don't see if we can preserve a green belt there. And that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I know I'm rambling and waffling. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you find it's interesting that we're now growing out onto this new area up here, our new frontier for the city. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and until the next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.